The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, it's all about that hog.
Shall we play a game?
You've got several things to do. You've got work, kids in school. What do you do when it's all over?
How do you hand something from one player to another?
So turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the new clan.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, the video game podcast that is always punctual. I am your host, Caleb Schweiss.
I'm Joe.
I'm Zach!
I'm A4. Are we streaming, by the way?
Yeah, of course.
Should be.
And today, guys, we're going to be updating the hog, talking about what we've been playing.
That hog, no trouble.
Yeah.
As the
You know what?
classic
Check the
song.
stream.
Oh my God! What the fuck is happening? What is happening right now?
So we want our lovely listeners to know we were set up early. Everyone was ready to go. We just, as soon as we start, we've had technical problems all morning.
are we
Yeah,
on
my
UFF?
microphone wasn't working, and then we found out Zoom has like a thing where now everyone has to
And
deal
that
with the 40-minute time
limit,
limit unless you pay.
Yep.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
Did you check and see if we were streaming on UFF on accident?
No, you're streaming now. I don't know what the hell was going on earlier.
Yeah, no, it's on Nude. It's Nude. I don't use...
It's all right. We just derailed for a second. No big deal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
we
They
just
said
gotta
we
make
never
Or at the beginning
derail.
of the show, then halfway through.
They'll forgive us. We never derail.
Yeah, we never derail. We never go off topic. Talk about the stream on the
Yeah,
podcast.
dude. Our listeners are just they're there. They're
And
eating
even-
out of the palm
Speaking
our
of
hand.
which, listeners, if you want to watch us stream these every month, you can go to twitch.tv/NudeClanGaming and follow us on there.
And, you know, even if we did talk about it on stream, we definitely wouldn't talk about it for too long. It'd be very fast.
No, yeah. It'd be a quick, like 1, 2,
Yeah, we wouldn't drag it on forever.
My favorite thing
Eat up runtime or
is
anything like that.
my favorite thing is replying to a comment without saying what the comment is in the live stream.
Yeah, it makes us seem really disassociated.
Yeah.
And we've
Hey,
got
now
problems.
to be fair, whenever I try to say, "Oh, chat member said this," I always try to make sure that I read it out first because I know
A4, I want you to know I was talking about you.
what the fuck.
No, I wasn't talking about you at all.
Oh, okay,
He almost
okay,
lost
just making
it.
sure.
Okay.
He just had a bad day today.
There
He
were-
must be in a cut.
No, yeah. I don't think A4 could take any teasing today. I think we
Call
all-
me a cunt
I
in
can take
Caleb's
the
house.
teasing, just I'm gonna dish it back, and you're not gonna be happy about it.
Okay.
I don't know, yeah.
Them's fighting words.
Joe is
Them's
very...
fighting herds.
Joe
Yep,
likes
now on
to be
sale on Steam.
disrespected. We know that's how it is.
He's really good at
He's
making
got a
you really
degradation
mad.
kink.
And you're really far away, so you can't do anything
Yeah,
about
and
it.
the thing though too is like
I'm flying there right now. Fuck you. I'm gonna come into Cedar. I'm gonna fucking get an Uber, and it's gonna be your ass.
I'm gonna
and
fuck you in the
fuck
ass.
You
I
up.
mean, I'm gonna fuck your ass. I mean, oh.
I'm gonna fuck you right in the ass.
with my Fuda dick.
Listen, all I'm saying is if you guys get in a fight again, like if Joe or Caleb ever Schweiss ever get in a fight, I'm not Cameron, so I'm not pulling you off each other. I'm gonna let it go to
Just
the
gonna
podium.
let it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let it go. Because pay-per-view bitches will put it on their OnlyFans.
I do get
Yeah.
angry every time I have to set this thing up before the show. Like
There's always problems.
I realize now it's just like every time I come over here, I'm like, and I don't know why. I had to think about this. I thought about this today. I'm like, why am I so mad every time I do this? I'm always so mad when I'm putting up like the curtains and shit, or like helping Schweiss put this thing up. I'm like always angry. And I don't know if it's just like now it's a Pavlov, like so many fucking things have happened that have like fucked up the setup. That now there's a Pavlovian response every time I come over here. When I like
every time you put those curtains up, you're reminded of the time that you called him cunt and he punched you, or you punched him or whatever, and you get angry and horny.
Now I got to deal with this shit, and I can't.
He's like mad. He's like, why do I have a half chub?
And I can't even call him a cunt.
Wait, that was your line? He calls you a cunt. And that was your line?
Yeah, that's all it took. He called me a cunt 80 times to my one. I call him a cunt once in his life. He gets
in
so
my own
mad
house,
he
though.
punches me.
Damn, Joe, you built up a lot of cunt depth.
Look, I grappled first. I punched at the end. That was my last act.
So
the grapple didn't go well. The punch went great, though. It was really nice.
It was the best punch. People have been talking about it.
Yeah. Huge hands.
Huge punch.
And then there was like when we recorded UFF, we never mentioned what had happened, but we were. If you can find the episode where me and Schweiss are just wheezing through it, you'll be able to figure it out.
Or it sounds like a couple fat people that
It's
just
like-
ran.
You're like, so anyway, Final Fantasy 14 news.
Yeah.
Getting gassed with Caleb and Joe.
Getting gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call like when you run out of energy like super quick in like boxing, right?
Calling people a cunt in their own house with Caleb and Joe.
So anyway,
Yeah.
what have you guys been playing besides reliving the memories of fights?
Mike Tyson's Punch Out, actually.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. I didn't play it.
I can only find the Mr. Dream version, the post-rape version of the game.
Post-rape.
I didn't know he did that to you in the game. Makes sense.
Did he,
After
does he
Mike-
bite, does he
he
bite
had
your
the-
dick off instead of your ear, or what?
No, because he had the rape allegations, so then Nintendo took him off the game and they put it out as like Punch Out featuring Mr. Dream.
I don't
And
know
they
why.
basically just like
I don't know why they do that. Like, it would just be easy to be like, well, he didn't rape him when we made it the first time.
Or we didn't
so-
know about it. Like, we made this game, like...
I mean, there
already.
are copies of Mike Tyson's Punch Out floating around there. It's just that any copies that were made after those rape allegations came out are the Mr. Dream version.
Who the fuck is Mr. Dream?
It's a character they just
Is that
made
like
up.
one that where he rapes you in your dreams, or what?
No, I think
They're
they,
like, we didn't know this was going to
Hold on.
happen a second time.
Mr. Dream. I swear to God, I swear I heard that they just palette swapped him to be white. They kind of did. I'm looking at the picture right here. It's almost like they took the Mike Tyson sprite and then just made him white.
They just bleached him a
And-
little bit. Oh, that's
No, I
real
mean,
nice.
it's not like that bad. Like they changed the face a little bit, so it looks more like a white guy.
I find
but
that
yeah, they literally
absolutely
just.
despicable behavior from Nintendo.
What do you mean not my Punch-Out game no more?
It was 1990 something. It was fine back then. But yeah, no, they literally just replaced Mike Tyson with like a random white guy they made up.
Oh, so this happened forever
And
ago?
this game came out like...
This was the NES game, yeah.
They call that whitewashing. That's what they call it.
Yeah,
Man.
sounds about
Yeah.
white, honestly. Sounds
Yeah.
about white.
I mean, they call a lot
I
of
think
things
Mr. Dream.
whitewashing, though. It's like
I
it's
think Mr. Dream. No, wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say I thought Mr. Dream shows up in the Wii remake of Punch Out, but it's actually it's Super Macho Man and then Mr. Sand.
the whitewashing. It's kind of like mansplaining. Like for a long time, I thought mansplaining and mansplaining were the same thing.
No. Let me explain to you what mansplaining is.
Yeah, but like I
It's when a man cuts a woman off, especially, and has to then reiterate a point or explain it further, because the idea is that she obviously doesn't understand because she's just a woman, you know.
I thought they were both mansplaining though. Like,
no,
I thought
let
it was
me
just where
tell you
like,
what mansplaining is.
where you just
You're really good
You
at
already
this.
did that joke.
Oh, sorry.
I just thought it was like, what is everyone like pulling their like spreading their legs on the subway? Like, why is everybody bitching about this for like all the time? And then I was like, oh, it's when women don't know how to explain things, and so a man has to come in and explain it.
Explain it correctly.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was just the way of the world. I didn't know we had to have
It
a
is the way
term.
of the world. They just found a way to like demonize it.
Ah, these people. There's a certain subset, half of the population, that just needs a little help. A little helping hand.
I wish Corey would have come up and like mansplained to A4 how to fix his microphone, because you could have watched him explode even more.
Yeah.
I guarantee you she probably would have been able to do it right away.
And then we would have watched on the stream as she like Dom fucked him.
She's like, you like food at
Please.
Dine and Dash, huh?
Yeah.
Puts on the strap on.
Just pulls out that mega
Please. She
cock.
only owns like 2 Bad Dragon strap-ons. Come on.
But
Yeah,
they're
let me-
XL, so good luck.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No.
So
I
Bad
don't know what that is.
All right,
Explain
so
Bad Dragon on this podcast. Come on.
okay, so
This
bad,
episode brought
bad-
to you by
Bad Dragon Dildo. Basically what it is, I'll show you. It's a website. Let me get my private screen on
I'll
first.
show you. He says it like a Mickey Mouse.
Go
voice.
hit the home button. There
Yeah,
it
It's
is.
just on. It's just on.
Private.
Let me check my bookmarks here.
That's not bookmark.
It's home page.
Bad Dragon.
We're not
logo.
playing.
Close. Dildo.
Close.
It said Bad Dragon logo.
Oh.
It's a sex toy. Okay. I know you don't know what sex is
Custom
yet.
handmade.
I know you don't know what sex is yet, but you will.
I love how Zach is
appreciate it.
mansplaining Bad Dragon to Joe.
That one looks like a bone. Is that a bone?
That
Yeah,
one's
dude. They're
just
no, dude. They're like dragons,
finger.
dude, and they have names. Look, that's a name. They like have like lore. It's the weirdest shit. I had someone show me one. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
just a
Show him the size comparison pictures where they put it next to like an aluminum can.
Oh, they do that.
Yeah.
Clearly, you've been on the
just click
website a lot, and I have not, so I don't know how to do that.
That is.
No, because you'll go on the website, you'll just be clicking on random ones. It's like, all right, this one just looks like a bicep. This one looks like a tentacle. This one's just a dragon's mouth. Like,
Masturbators,
Oh.
you can fuck a dragon
Oh yeah.
Nice.
or a wolf.
Oh,
Oh
cool.
my
That's
God.
that's weird.
I mean, I can fuck a wolf in real life if I really wanted to.
Oh, there's a dragon snout for
I
when you're
can't.
feeling.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should like burn too. Like it has like yeah,
It's like you have to put like Del Taco like fire sauce on the top. It's like good
yeah.
luck.
You're like, ah, ah, ah.
I was gonna say, I don't know if they have like.
While everybody
spicy
else
lube, but
was
they
looking at
definitely,
Amelia Clark, I was
Oh.
looking at the dragon.
Yeah.
They
Oh my
definitely do sell cum lube, which you can
God.
shoot out of the top of
So
the dildos if
one
you so
of
wish.
one of the scariest ones I've seen, like I got like I
Are you a cam girl?
yeah
A4?
So, okay, A4.
No, I
You just
do a
know
lot of
all this shit?
research.
One of the weirdest.
Why?
Why not?
One of the weirdest
What
ones
else
I've
you
seen
supposed to do with
There's
your
a
time?
is
lucrative
like
business, Joe.
it's a dildo, but it's an alien. Like it's like alien, and it like you press it and it like shoots like eggs into you. This is scary as shit.
It should also be like make like some weird alien
oh Ridley.
sounds.
It's Ridley because it's alien like the movies.
Oh my god.
Zach, the technical term is ovipositor. Thank you very much.
Who could say how big that water bottle really is?
It's one of those tiny, like 6-ounce ones.
Holy fucking god.
I think it's bigger. Look at that shit. Anyway,
train your
so
way
you know
up to-
what? You guys have gifts for the women in your life now.
Or for each other for Christmas.
Yeah.
You know that
It's like a gift of the Magi scenario where it's just like, I sold my Final Fantasy VII Black Label copy to get you this Bad Dragon dildo, and then Joe's like, well, I sold my rectum and my entire asshole to get you this this PlayStation 1 so you can play your Final Fantasy VII Black Label copy.
But yeah, so that's a thing.
What a beautiful story.
Moral of the story is there's a lot of
I don't
weird
know how you
fucking
sell
people.
your entire asshole, by the way. I just imagine he like cored himself out like an apple, but
I imagine it'd be like a prostitution like situation. I sold my asshole.
buying
My
it?
asshole
Who's
got
buying a man's-
prolapse.
My asshole
buying
for
an
life.
entire anus
Bro, some UFF podcast listener will probably buy my asshole.
to mount on his wall.
it's for sale.
The thumbnail of this one is Schweiss surrounded by Bad Dragon dildos with Joe's ass mounted on the wall behind
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, that should help our YouTube search.
Yeah. That's one thing I've noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be doing an episode next week called Fuda Fix Dick Dine and Dash. So I mean, or it's Elden Ring. I forget which one.
No, the Elden Ring.
Oh, yeah, Elden Ring comes last. Sorry.
Did you just
yeah,
call it
so-
Fuda Thick Dick?
He said fix.
Fuda Fix? Look, it's
Okay.
a tongue twister. Try saying Fuda Fix Dick Dine and Dash 10 times
Fuda
fast.
Fix
I dare
Stick
you.
Dine and Dash. Fuda Fix Stick Dine and Dash. Fuda Fix Stick Dine and Dash. Fuda Fix Stick Dine and Dash. Fuda Fix
I just
Stick
got to
Dine
put a
and
beat
Dash.
underneath this.
Fuda Fix Stick Dine and Dash. I just fucked it up. Anyway.
Or maybe it could be like all syncopated beats and it could become like a Tool song, like Fuda Fix Dick Dine and Dash. Fuda Fix Dick Dine and Dash. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And then we can just do a one-time jam session, release it as an album, and everyone will love it.
I fucking
Pretty
hated
sure that's
Fear
what-
Inoculum. It sucks, dude.
I think it's great.
I don't think it sucks. I think that album
That is the most boring album
I
I've
think
ever
it's a
listened
fantastic album, but it does not have singles. Like it has like the one song they
to. Dude,
put
it doesn't
out.
have songs. It's got like 48 minutes of like
Haven't you ever
building up to the song, and then the last 2 minutes of every 15-minute jam session
bruh.
is a song.
Bruh, haven't you ever been to the symphony?
I've been to the symphony, and
It's
they were
kinda
playing
like
a bunch
that.
of ambient horse shit for most of the thing.
Ambient?
I would describe Fear Inoculum as ambient. That's how like boring and slow it is.
I think it's sweet.
ambient.
I think it's their evolution of.
The only song I really
That's
like on that
odd
is
coming from a
is
Ghost
Seven-
fan, by the way.
Look, Ghost plays songs. They have pop sensibilities.
They don't have a
make
single
singles.
song that is better than Tempest.
No, Seven Empist is like my favorite song on that album. But that's because it's the closest thing to resembling a song that respects
And
your
the song
fucking
Fear
time.
Inoculum. I'd give
Like
that.
I listen to a lot of prog rock. I am used to super self-indulgent instrumentals. I'm totally on board.
Yeah.
But like that album, nothing happens.
You
in
know,
it.
here's what I've realized. I don't like prog metal, and you know what I think it is? I think it's the fucking keyboard. I just don't like the sound of it.
I
It's
don't
like.
Okay.
Dude, you're breaking.
Schweiss, I've
breaking
gone off
Jordan
about the
Morris's
keyboard
heart.
before.
It's so annoying, isn't it?
I don't know if you remember, we've had this discussion early days of UFF. I'm like, the organ in rock music needs to go.
It's
And
like-
I had
That's
people.
why you don't like
I had
those.
It's like
people
Rush.
messaging me all the time. They'd be like, "But the keyboard is awesome, and this and this." And I'm like, no, if Deep Purple didn't have keyboard solos, it would be a better band.
Yeah, it's like it reminds me of Rush.
You're just dead ass wrong
It's
about that.
cheese.
But, okay, but that explains why you don't like Ghost. Is because you don't like rock organ. Okay,
no,
got it.
Yeah, it sounds like
think
shit.
I think it sounds stupid. Yeah,
It sounds like a little like video game note on top of real like.
yeah. It's like
Cool.
you've
Oh,
got
you
like
mean like
the
a melody? Yeah.
you got, like, the
it's weird that
orchestral
songs
version.
Sometimes have melodies. It's crazy.
you have the orchestral version of a Final Fantasy song over the MIDI version. That's what it sounds like.
Listen, we all can't be like you guys and listen to indie bands like Metallica and Megadeth.
Yeah, I don't. That's
helping
what
local
You
bands
know,
out.
Metallica is
You can't
technically an
fucking
indie
tell
band.
Honestly-
me that rock or no. You guys specifically cannot say that you don't like rock organ when fucking like the boss theme from Final Fantasy VII has rock organ in it. Like, what are you talking about?
That's a video game, though. That's different.
Dancing
Yeah.
Mad is like built around the organ.
Yeah, I mean,
The
keyboard-
organ can sound sweet. It's awesome.
Yes.
It needs to have a tone. Like there's a tone problem there because like the organ in the Final Fantasy VIII music is the reason why I don't like the Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack as much.
I don't. I'm not as intimately familiar with the FF8 soundtrack,
It's
so
all
I'm not
over
sure like
it.
what.
It's all over it.
Right.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things I've ever put to the chat, those when you guys were talking about Megadeth's new album. And I was like, oh, what indie band is this?
Is it out yet?
And I got
Not
like
yet.
four angry reacts on this
You fucker.
from people in the chat. And
I've
then-
realized,
And then
though-
Joe laughed, and I was like, he gets it.
I've realized that's what.
They don't have sensitivity.
I know.
on
It was
yeah,
just funny. It was
like-
great. I was like, hey.
Don't
good.
make fun of their bands. They get mad.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really-
Okay, so instead of the thumbnail I suggested before, now the thumbnail is going to be Joe playing a rock organ made of Bad Dragon dildos with his own ass mounted on the wall behind him.
Play your ass off.
Yeah, that ass should help with the YouTube search.
That's what I've come to realize, though, is that's what irritates me. Because like I actually get irritated when I listen to too much, or sometimes any
Too much rock organ.
too much prog metal. I don't like prog metal. I like prog rock. Like I like Tool, but I kind of don't really like Dream
I
Theater.
think the only band I
sometimes.
can
Like,
think of, like the only prog metal
they're
band I can
good.
think of that really gets indulgent with the keyboard is Dream Theater. Maybe Liquid Tension Experiment too.
Oh,
but that's
their
basically the same
Liquid
band.
Tension
So.
Experiment is a lot of fucking keyboard. It's like
Yeah, but
it's
I mean-
too much.
oh,
it stresses
'cause
me
this'll
out
actually-
to listen to. Honestly, it's like
That
it's
actually ties
so
into
annoying.
one of the games I was playing this month. I'm not trying to change the subject, but I've been playing a shitload of Clone
Don't you
Hero.
dare. This video game podcast is all about
Yeah, this is
Going
ultimate
on
prog
organ
rock
going
organ,
on
the podcast.
on rock and metal tangents.
Yeah.
So I've been playing a shitload of Clone Hero, which is essentially like someone reverse engineered Guitar Hero / Rock Band for the PC, and it works with most of the controllers that come out for that game. And then you can just download custom songs that people track and then just play them. But I downloaded a shitload of Liquid Tension Experiment songs, and the number of times that they just expect you to play the keyboard parts is like very frustrating. Because I'm like, okay, I get why you're doing this so that this song isn't super boring during this part, but it's just like I'm just playing the keyboard here. Like I can tell, and I have like ska songs too, and sometimes they just make you play
The
like
trumpet.
the trumpet part or the
So
saxophone
funny.
part. Yeah,
Roxo,
I mean it's kind of nice because
go ahead.
there's a feature in Clone Hero. It's probably in one of the Guitar Hero games, but I stopped playing the Guitar Hero games after like the fourth one. Where there's notes that are like semi-transparent, and you can just hit the fret button for those. You don't have to strum. So for a lot of the keyboard parts, they'll just make it so all you have to do is just hit the frets. So it kind of is like playing the keyboard.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Roxo says, I like scenes from a memory. I do like albums and songs from Dream Theater. I just don't like when they focus on the keyboard. It's just lame sounding to me. I don't know. It's like it puts me
it's
on
like,
an edge.
It's like you had 5 friends, and really it takes 4 to make a good band. But they had their 5th friend. He's like, well, he can play keyboards. Like he can
God, you are breaking Jordan Rudess's heart right now, dude.
he can make little chorusy sounds during some parts, and then occasionally, just give him we'll do a guitar solo that sounds way better, and then let him go off and do a little organ solo, and then we could go back to the guitar solo.
We all know if
Yeah.
you have a 5th member of your band, the instrument they should be playing is cowbell.
Yeah.
That's the only acceptable.
He'll do that.
Let me
or-
just say, the true fans do love the keyboard. If you've ever seen videos or if you've ever seen like Dream Theater live, like he's literally like Jordan Rudess literally has like an armature so that like he can tilt his keyboard down so the audience can see him playing it.
Ooh.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah, he's really good, and no one's saying that he's not really good. There's plenty of things.
I want his fucking beard. He's got like a fucking 7-inch long beard. It's crazy.
There's
Could you imagine he's playing? It's like, and he like pulls his beard down. And he's like,
They're actually so there is a liquid tension experiment. There is a liquid tension experiment album, although it's called Liquid Trio Experiment. It's called When the Keyboard Breaks, and it was during a live show when his keyboard like broke at the end of one of the songs, and so they basically
band
just
was
had like an
better.
extended jam session between like the 3 of them as he's on like tech support with Yamaha trying to like get his keyboard fixed.
Nice.
Yeah,
they
So
should have
you
like
should
the
listen-
audio
you
should have
listen
been
to When
him
the
on
Keyboard
keyboard.
Breaks. It's pretty
No, I
great.
fucking did that. No, I did turn it off and on again. Yes, I've checked the aux cord. Yes, I've checked the power cord. Fuck. No,
it
it's
was
not
like
working.
this weird. It's this because they leave
Chucks it across the room.
So they leave the part where the keyboard breaks in at the very beginning of the album because it plays like some notes like a half step higher. You can hear it when he's playing the end. The song is Universal Mind specifically, but you can hear when he's playing at the end of it. It sounds like off, and then it's just like a fucking hour-long like jam session between the remaining 3 members of the band.
yeah.
Well, they could've-
That's a cool album. You should listen to
Well,
that
see,
sometime.
what they could have done was had an extra keyboard ready for him,
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah, I mean that's
Something
what I
goes
would probably
wrong.
do.
On,
I mean,
on
fuck.
tour.
We have an extra mixer here. Like, yeah, it's
We
the
do.
old one, but if this fucks up,
It's less noisy too, by the way.
it is. It's got like 5 channels. Is why. It's just tiny, little, awesome.
Every channel you add adds a noise.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think they're good. They make good music and they have some really great songs. But man, and it's all of them. It's like the whatever band it was that you guys are like, oh, you should listen to this instead of Lamb of God. I'm like, God, I got the fucking keyboard though. Like I fucking don't want the
I
keyboard.
don't remember.
God,
I don't
what the
remember.
fuck? Who like piano is cooler than keyboard? Keyboard's like the gayest of the penis instrument things. Like it is. It's lame.
I
The
wholeheartedly
organ,
disagree
what's a
because a
penis
piano,
instrument?
like the little like
a piano cannot.
Did
be
you say a pianist
turned-
or a penis?
I both.
A piano cannot turn into a guitar equivalent like the keyboard can with the keytar. So
Nothing better than a bunch of boys laughing in church when the person on the stand goes, and the pianist is just like,
Yeah, the worst is when you're like when you were a priest and you're looking at blessed sacrament. You're like, you have to like bend down.
now,
pianist.
Schweiss, you don't like keyboard in metal, but what about saxophone?
If
There's one really great Foreigner song.
yeah,
Well, I was going to say there's a prog metal band from the next town over to me, and the band is called Rivers of Nile, Nihi. Like
They're not anywhere
Nihilism.
near Egypt.
And their song Where Owls Know My Name has like a fucking amazing saxophone solo that just comes out of nowhere. Like you watch the music video and they're just jamming, doing their like prog death metal thing, and there's just a guy in the back chilling with a saxophone, and it's just the coolest shit, dude. It's so good. It's so fucking
Kenny
good.
G up in
I
that
would
shit,
I would
bro.
heartily recommend anyone if you like death metal and saxophone, listen to the album Where Owls Know My Name by Rivers of Nile. It's fucking awesome.
How can we make sure no one listens to us at all?
There's
Find
also the band
most-
Shrezzers, which is like another like tech metal band, but they have a saxophone guy as well. They're pretty good.
I have no opinion on this. On saxophone
you should,
and metal.
because
Yet.
Saxophone and
saxophone and
rock.
metal is surprisingly a great fucking combination. Now, you don't like Ghost. You don't like Ghost. I get it. But have you ever heard the song Miasma by them? Because that's the same deal.
Is
It's
that
like
the big one?
They do like
I've listened to the big one like 8 times, and I can't right now
Seriously?
tell you what it sounds like.
they do like an instrumental like every album, and Miasma's the one from Prequel, and it just comes in with like a big saxophone solo at the end, and it sounds fucking
Guys,
awesome.
this is such exciting talk about about these bands.
Like, if
I can't stand it anymore. How fucking pumped I am about this conversation.
Yeah, you know, if Joe pulled a gun out and he made me hum the biggest Ghost song. Now, admittedly, I could probably bullshit it and survive because he doesn't know what it sounds like either. But I would be dead. I would probably die. I'm like, I don't know, but I've listened to it like 5 times. I don't know what it sounds like. I forget. So like, yeah, it's poppy, but pop is supposed to be memorable, and I just can't remember. I don't know. Yeah, prog is an acquired taste, according to Roxo. That's true, and I have not acquired it. It's like I've acquired some crazy tastes, though. Okay, there was this one time I had this bag of like fish chips. It was like strips of fish that was like in a chip form, and it was fucking foul. But I ate enough of them that I like acquired that taste, and that was okay. But I can't do it with the prog. I can't eat enough prog.
Acquired taste for nerds. This is the comment, by the way, in case you were confused by, according to Dr. Roxo.
According to the doctor.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and he knows his
Our
shit. Only
PhD
nerds
for
and
the
musicians
show,
like
Dr.
prog.
Rox.
I mean,
All right. Nerds and musicians like it. I'm a musician. I can appreciate it. And then I'm kind of out.
well, that just means you have no taste because you're a nerd and a musician and you don't like prog. So I don't know what your problem is.
I like
But-
Tool.
I don't think he's that nerdy though. He's not like
I like Tool. I like Pink Floyd.
I haven't seen Joe break out.
Okay, well there you go.
I like some Deep Purple when they don't go off on the keyboard hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I
What
could.
about like
Pink Floyd's
what about like
amazing,
Jethro Tull or fucking?
I've listened to an album
Emerson,
of
Lake and Palmer,
Jethro
I don't
Tull, and you know, I can appreciate it. Like I know, like what they're doing technically is interesting and all that. But
So now that we know what we've all
Man.
been listening to this week, what have we been playing this week, Joe? What games?
Funny you should ask,
have
Zach,
you been
because what I
playing?
was playing this week, what I've been playing this month, is also what I've been listening to because I've been playing Clone Hero.
I didn't know you were Joe. That's crazy.
it's all right. Let the A4 speak.
So Clone Hero,
him
what else
speak.
have you been playing, A Fizzle?
I just wanted to mention because Clone Hero finally gave me the ability to do a song
not what I
/
asked.
album that I've been waiting to do for like since 2008 in Rock Band. Between the Buried and Me has an album called Colors. It is essentially one giant hour-long song as all the songs flow into each other. And some madman made a chart that lets you play the entire album front to back. So I did that, and it was awesome.
and you don't like
yeah,
Fear
other than that,
Inoculum? That sounds like the same thing. Fear Inoculum's one song.
I mean, it might as well be, yeah, but this one actually
According
has
to
like
the
different
band.
movements, and it
That was
has
the
like
idea.
melodies, and it has like remarkable parts to it. There's a hoedown in the middle of the 5th song that's great. I've also been playing Food Fix Dick Dine and Dash.
Ow, gay.
Sounds very quality.
I think it's too straight.
What else have I been playing? I haven't been playing a whole lot else, honestly.
In a
I got the
whole
Steam
month?
Deck. That's notable.
You got a
the
Steam
Steam Deck's
Deck and
super
you
fucking
didn't
cool.
play anything?
Yeah, he did.
Well,
he
I
he
got
said,
it-
"I'm playing
I got it,
Civilization 2 while I shit." Is the message I got.
Civilization
Yes,
2.
I was literally playing Age of Empires 2 while
Age,
taking a
that's
dump.
Age.
Age of Empires 2. That's
How is the control scheme on that with a mouse and keyboard game?
So it actually works better than I thought it would. It has 2 trackpads just below each analog stick on either side, and then like for like Age of Empires specifically, like R2 is the left click and L2 is the right click, or vice versa or something. So you just use the trackpad to move the mouse cursor around, and then just use the triggers for clicks. And the touchscreen also works. You can also, if you want to like drag around a bunch of your units, you could just like use the touchscreen for that. So it's pretty varied. It works better than I thought it would. Like I didn't win the game of Age of Empires 2 that I played against like the computer, but I mean I got decently far.
Okay.
Nice.
and I amassed like a pretty good civilization before I got completely fucking trounced.
All right, so I didn't just turn knife.
What
That was
happened?
knife. I said knife because I was reading the name Keith, and so I added knife.
What is that? What are you on?
Yeah, fill me
Patreon.
in here.
We got Mike Tyson in the air. We got Keith's name up here, and I'm trying to say nice. I gave a little lisp, you know. It's very nice.
I realize this is funnier to me than the people at home, but
Yeah, you're gonna have to like.
Schweiss said ninth, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, did he actually say that? And then I looked over at him, and then he looked at me. I was like, yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
What have you been playing, Zach?
Wait, hold on. I just want to explain because not all games work on the Steam Deck yet. Like, I want to play Forza Horizon 4, but it's not compatible yet. They're working on adding compatibility for all games. But when you launch your library on the Steam Deck, like the first category that comes up is, quote, great on deck. So they have a list of games that are already like verified by Steam's testers and like the community that work well on the Steam Deck already. And it's a pretty sizable chunk. Like, not everything, but like, and I haven't been able to test some of the big games yet because I got it on Tuesday and then I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I've just been so tired after work. Still laughing about fucking knife. Oh, sorry.
Well, I did it again, so
You didn't say it again.
Yeah, I've been so fucking busy with work that like I've not had time to like play around with this thing after
That's
work,
not nice.
like literally until this morning. But I did download Death Stranding, and I'm downloading Resident Evil 2 Remake on it. So I will come back with my findings next month. Elden Ring is also apparently verified, so I'm gonna see if I can run Elden Ring on this fucking thing.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Elden Ring while you shit. That sounds nice.
yeah. But it's really cool so far. I like this thing so far. It's basically what the Switch does, just like, you know, better quality graphics and games.
Oh, with
So that's why I bought it, because I was already sold on that premise alone, and like, so far it's really cool.
Would you recommend a theme deck?
yeah.
Did I say Steam Deck or did Schweiss say that? Like, did I say? Who's lisping here anymore?
Who lives who?
No one.
Because now I'm wondering, like, if I'm doing it, like, if I did it and I just didn't notice.
Subconsciously? No, I don't think you
So
did.
sensitive right now. Joe, it has nothing to do with you. I promise.
Because I'm trying to talk about the Steam Deck and I just see Joe like crying, laughing on my screen.
Because Schweiss has been slipping knife.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, he's just been saying that quietly this whole time.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it.
And then Joe said it was too, and it's so dumb that this is funny.
It's okay.
But it's-
You'll hear it on the recording. When you record it.
Knife.
Yeah, what I'm hearing of like the mix is different from what you guys are hearing. So, oh fuck, that's funny.
Oh, I got a headache now. Laughing.
Yeah,
too
the
hard.
Steam Deck is nice.
The theme deck.
The theme deck.
I paid $650 for the biggest one, but
Big old theme deck.
Bro, one of our listeners, someone's gonna listen to this
Oh,
the
the-
lisp, and they're
so
gonna
the
tear us
Oh my
apart.
god! I know we're gonna get a message. I have a list.
We'll be like, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Now we're
I'm
gonna
sorry.
be
What do you want me to say?
Sucks to be
so
you.
the biggest Steam Deck is
nothing to say.
the biggest Steam Deck only has 512 gigabytes of internal memory, but you can upgrade it with an SD card.
Hey, we're not making fun of people with
What's
lists.
funny?
This is ridiculous.
People who
I'm
don't
not
have
making
lists.
fun of anybody with lists. I've been talking this way the whole time.
Damn it, Schweiss. Why would you do this?
Damn it, wife.
Schweiss is a really bad one to have a list with twice.
Yeah.
Are you saying twice? No, I'm saying twice.
Schweiss. Caleb Schweiss.
Oh my god. All right.
Are you saying slice?
All right.
Oh my god.
Did you play anything else?
Not really. No,
your
nothing
Steamy
of
Dick?
note.
Zach, what have you been
Just
playing?
the Steam Deck.
Give me a second.
I can tell you what I've been playing.
I've
'cause
been
it's
playing
only one thing.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, I've also been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Zach, tell him.
Yeah, so I started Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It's really fun.
Maybe Schweiss can start that at some point so
I
we can
thought
review
Schweiss
it. That'd
beat
be
it.
cool.
No,
Was that
Craig did, and he was waiting for me to do it, and I did not do it.
I played some Luigi's Mansion 3. It's pretty fun. It could have been a review, and we actually reviewed a game.
Yeah.
But we reviewed a book instead.
If only people didn't vote for Danganronpa.
Zach, you have no room to say we reviewed a book when we're with the game we're reviewing next week. You're not allowed to do
I
that.
told you what it was after I played it, because I didn't think it was what it was going to be.
You couldn't believe that they would do such a thing.
I know. It's
and
a
then they did it.
It's an affront to God, honestly. But, so, I don't remember what else I played. I can't think right now. I laughed too hard.
a month ago.
Yeah.
It's been a whole month.
Fuck.
I can tell you what I've been playing.
That dude, because I can't think of a fucking
Because
thing.
this month I have not. God, honestly, the last few months, guys, for the last 8 months, let me say that. For the last 8 months, I have been making working out priority in my life, on top of a bunch of other shit. The reason for it being that tomorrow I'm starting a trip that is going to, and I'm not going to really talk about what it is until it's either done or I failed. But it's going to require a lot of energy, and I needed to get, cardiovascular wise, I needed to get strong for that. So I chucked out my low carb diet. Checked it out even more to save money 3 months ago. And then I've been running. I've been working out for at least an hour, which takes more than just the hour of working out. It also takes the getting to the gym or getting ready and then coming back and then showering and shit like that. So 2 hours of my day are taken out trying to put writing back into my life for the last month and a half. And then I've been playing a certain game that takes a ridiculous amount of hours on top of that. So I have not been, Nude Clan has not been a priority, the games, at all. I have a fucking something Chronicles to play.
Something.
Yeah, because there's 90 games called Blank Chronicles, and I can't remember which one.
The
is
Japanese
mine.
love their Chronicles.
It's like Asylum Chronicles or some shit. I don't remember.
Valkyria.
Valkyria
Chronicles,
I did play some
Xenoblade
more of that.
Chronicles, Steambot Chronicles, the
Final
Chronicles
Fantasy
of Narnia,
Chronicles,
The Lion, the Witch,
Resident
and the
Chronicles,
Wardrobe.
Sounds
Evil.
like it would be one. Final Fantasy
Final
Chronicles.
Fantasy Chronicles is a game. It's Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger bundled for the PlayStation 1. But yeah.
Fuda Fix Dick Dine and Dash Chronicles.
That's why it sounds familiar. Thank you, A4.
That might be based on the ending of that
A4,
game. That
you
might be
should-
the sequel.
A4, you should definitely host a Final Fantasy podcast. That
Yeah,
goes for a few
Final
years.
Fantasy
Go
podcast
through every
sounds
single
like it's a good idea.
And then you could probably know when someone says Final Fantasy Chronicles what you're referring to immediately.
God of War Chronicles.
Yeah, all I've been playing is Final Fantasy 14. That is it. That's the only video game that's reached, and I've been playing a lot of it. It's not like I haven't been playing. It's just
So how is Endwalker?
Endless.
It's made better by the fact that we've decided to add more time into the game by going through and once again having the goal of opening up all the extra dungeons, trials, raids, and doing those together. So we have been actually playing a lot of play stuff, but it's not actually part of Endwalker. That's extra content.
Yeah.
But it does it's padding out the time, but also it is making it more enjoyable, I think, to play the game that way. The unfortunate thing is that it's making the game take forever to beat, but soon after this thing, working out will not be my priority. I will be back to dieting, working out minimally, and trying to lose weight, because actually I started working out like crazy and I gained weight because of the insatiable hunger that comes with working
Yeah, it
out really
definitely
hard.
happens.
So yeah, although I know for the next 5 days I will be hopefully burning about 6 to 8,000 extra calories a day or something
Damn.
like that. So that'll be nice. But yeah, I had a hike the other day. Maybe I should bring this up on After Dark, but I did like a 27-mile hike just like 4 days ago, I think. And no, it was longer than that. It was like 6 days ago. Sorry. 8 days ago. This is important.
It just keeps getting longer.
It was 8 days ago.
Joe
It was a
didn't
week
want
and a
to.
day.
Joe didn't want to say what his big thing is coming up this week, but he's actually going to be doing the Bad Dragon Marathon. He's going to
Yeah.
be personally testing all of the Bad
so
Dragon
that's-
dildos.
So like as far as like marathon length, because a marathon is like 26 point whatever miles. So I actually did that.
That's a lot of dick.
In a way. Only I did it with like a 32-pound pack at 10,000 feet, and I walked most of it. I did run a section of it when the lightning was coming. That was terrifying.
Just hear the
I ran in
scream as
fear.
Joe runs.
As I was running towards some trees that were
Aren't you not supposed
a couple
to be
hundred
under
yards
trees?
away. No, you are supposed to be under trees.
I thought you weren't
You're not supposed to be in the middle of a field when there's lightning
You
going.
can lay down.
Yeah, you. That's what you. Yeah, that's what you do if there's no other thing you can't get below. You cannot be the tallest thing in the area.
I thought you
I
were
just
supposed to
pictured
hold
Zach
a
laying
stick
down in the
on
middle of a
air.
field with a lightning storm going on, and he just
No.
like sees a lightning bolt come down on him in first person.
Like a tree.
From the view of the lightning bolt, yeah.
No, it's from the view of him, and he's like laying down, looking at the sky. He's like, "Now I'll be safe." Just hits him right in the eyes.
You try to find a grove of trees, and you try to get in the grove of trees.
In that grove.
It'll help protect
Did
you
the darkness take over
from the
you?
rain, and also like, if the lightning strikes, it doesn't strike you; it strikes one of the trees.
Yeah, and then the tree hits you. It's all like relative.
Well, yeah, I mean it can, but like it's likely just gonna like.
The safest place you can be
Erupt.
during a lightning storm is in the middle of an open field wearing a full suit of armor,
Yeah.
then the lightning,
carrying a-
then the lightning will be
carrying-
scared of you.
carrying a halberd or something.
And raising it to the sky.
Exactly.
Yeah, with a flag attached
Lightning's
to
like,
it.
I'm gonna
ideally.
fuck with this guy.
This guy's got balls.
He means business.
Lightning's really yeah. There was only the one point when I ran, but I'm glad I've done it for the last few months. I know that I can push my body pretty hard, at least with that one hike I did last week. The Valkyria Chronicles might happen. Although I might just like plow through the rest of 14 and like not touch Valkyria Chronicles until that's over, because it's gonna be like at least another 40 hours of
Me and
gameplay.
A4 decided to let you take your time because you're a bitch.
Honestly, you should take your time because at this point, I forgot what happened in Valkyria Chronicles from what I've played so far. So I'm probably just gonna have to restart it anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm too busy with Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as it is.
Too
So
busy
Yeah.
with fucking. That's what I heard.
Yep.
Zach, did you have any other games that popped into your head?
I did play a little bit of Valkyria Chronicles.
Nice.
And then I played some more Tales of Arise
Nice.
because I'm trying to grind because the boss keeps kicking my ass. And I think I get to the next level. I'm like, I can do it, and then he fucks me up. I'm like, shit, and then I go back and grind again and kill some more.
Are you on the final boss?
No,
Oh.
there's just another boss. I just had
I would like to mention that I forgot to mention about Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The game is good. I can confirm that the battle system in this game is better than the battle system in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which was ass and somehow overly complicated and like simplified to a fault. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is great so far. If you haven't gotten it and you've played the first two, please get this game. I mean, you probably already have, but yeah. Schweiss, what have you been playing?
All right. So for me, mostly it's been Final Fantasy 14. I played a shit ton of Final Fantasy 14. Much like Joe, I'm trying to get through it. I mean, my goal for the rest of Ultima Final Fantasy, the Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast, in case you didn't know, is to do one episode a month at least. And that has not happened this year. We're a little bit behind. We're only like 1 or 2 episodes behind. And yeah, 14 is kind of the problem with that because 14 is really fucking long. And I don't know. I feel we go through these phases where we do a ton of 14 and then we kind of like slow it down. So like we'll plow to the next dungeon in like not very much time, and it's a lot to get to especially in this expansion. They're very spread out and it's a big big story thing, because this is kind of where all of the things that I forgot about in the past from the story of the game kind of coalesce, and then it finishes up the main story. This is like God of War 3, basically. It's like the end of
It's
this
like the
story.
finale of the main story of the game.
Exactly. So
Okay.
it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, because people rave about the story of 14. My sister plays the game and she loves it. So
Yeah,
I
it's got a
mean-
good story. It's good. They just don't tell it very well, I don't think. They don't know how to shut the fuck up.
right. Well, it's an MMO. I mean, it's kind of a weird like genre format to tell a story. I guess, and maybe an epic one.
Yeah, so that's been taking up a lot of my time. I've also begun to work on platinuming the PS4 version of it, which is a lot, and then also kind of working towards the PS5 platinum at the same time, which is going to take me years. It's going to be years for that with 5. But just with the crafting, I'm trying to do these like Lev quest things, is what they're called, where it's just like a little tiny quest that you can activate, and you only get 3 every 12 hours that you can use. And so I've started using the crafting ones because I need to up my crafting class to then craft collectibles for one of the other trophies. So I've been gathering and making just crafting items the last couple days. And then I played a little bit of Call of Duty Vanguard online. It's fun, but I don't know.
I've heard no one talk about that fucking game.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big online game, but
Oh yeah, it's Call of Duty, but
see, the problem
Like-
is if you don't hear about Call of Duty, it's fine. If you hear about Battlefield, it sucks. So like
right.
so maybe it's better that nobody hears
Especially
it.
that no one seemed to like 2042.
I didn't even play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done some of that. I played like maybe 45 minutes, and then I played a bunch of Fortnite with the son. We've been doing a pretty fun little mini game.
Wait, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a fun challenge that we've been doing that's you have to fish everything out of the water. You even ammo, and like
Oh,
it's
dude.
crazy.
I was telling one of my you talked about this last time too, and I was telling one of my coworkers who he's like this burly mechanic guy, and his daughter was playing Fortnite, so he started playing it, and he found out he really liked it.
Yeah.
And I was telling him about that challenge, and he's like, I gotta fucking do that.
It's pretty fun. It's hilarious when you're in like a firefight and I like pull out my fishing pole and I'm kind of like dodging and weaving, reeling shit in, and then I get like a fucking shotgun. I just blast the guy. That happened. Like some fucker was trying to kill me and I like threw it into the water and I pulled out a fucking gun and I whipped the gun out and I just shot him in the face.
See, I
He
still
probably
haven't played
rage quit
Fortnite.
so hard.
You
I
haven't
still
played
haven't
it?
played Fortnite, but I did play Among Us, so I guess it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. See, I never played Among Us.
It's fine. It's like a perfectly serviceable like multiplayer game.
Yeah, it seems like a fun little party game.
Yeah, exactly.
Play.
I understand why it's popular with kids. I also understand the Fortnite thing. I have Fortnite installed just out of morbid curiosity. I just haven't booted it up yet. Maybe I will when they add Goku to the game.
It's fun. It's a lot of like fan service kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing I hate about it,
Battle Royales, really. I'm not like a huge fan of that genre.
I
don't
really
think anyway.
I really do like battle royales, and that's the problem. I do think Call of Duty's is better.
Right.
But the kid, I don't have 7 million gigs of hard space.
To
Hard drive
have
space.
one Call of Duty game.
Yeah,
on
to have
there.
1/10 of one Call of Duty game installed.
I don't have 2 PS2s to install half of Warzone onto each. So
Exactly. Yeah.
or 2 PS4s. Sorry.
I don't have 2 PS2s either, so that wouldn't
Ugh.
work. I think my hard drive for my PS2 is very large, but it doesn't actually work. The one that I did buy does work, but I have to. There's the. Oh man, I had this whole system.
Did you actually mean PS2 or did you mean PS4 for that one?
I was talking PS2. I do have. a
Yeah,
hard drive.
the hard drive you need for 11, right?
Yes, I have one.
Okay.
You just have to find a compatible model. But a lot of 14, and I think that's. Oh no, I played Fisherman's Horizon. I think it's a
How's your tummy?
PlayStation 1 port of a PlayStation 1 port of an arcade fishing game. I played that with the boy.
Okay. Yeah, I know you were getting into the fishing games on PS1 lately.
Yeah. I'm trying
So
to
you were
collect
playing
all
a different kind of COD.
a little bit, yeah, a little different COD. But yeah.
Do you want to share with the rest of the class, or like?
So Joe awkwardly came downstairs.
Joe's been having little tum-tum issues today.
Yeah, and apparently there wasn't.
There's no
any,
toilet paper upstairs, Schweiss.
So Joe had to come downstairs.
He
to
said
get
that
it.
was the only toilet paper he could find. Is that little half, like roll with like a little bit left. So you might be almost out of toilet paper, bro.
Well, we got the bidet, or as I call it, the Biden. You wash
I think
your
Joe's-
ass.
I mean, with the
Watch what
with the
you do with
monkeypox
bidet.
outbreak, I don't think you're gonna have to.
I think Joe is afraid he's gonna fall in love with that bidet when it shoots
Dude,
him
it
right in
shoots
the
you.
ass.
It goes in your asshole.
I know.
I do want to buy a bidet.
That tracks.
I assume they're nice.
I don't use it. It's
up.
gay.
It's gay. I don't use it.
Speaking of gay, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about buying toilet paper with the monkeypox outbreak, because I assume that, like with that, most people aren't gonna be using their anuses. So, toilet paper should be in abundant supply.
Yeah, that'll be the opposite of COVID. We'll have tons of toilet paper and nothing else.
I just don't shit anymore. Why? Monkeypox.
Yeah, who needs to shit, honestly?
Shitting's
But
gay. I don't want to get the monkeypox.
exactly. I think that's all I've played. The question now is, has anybody beaten a game this month?
Do you have Food and Fix Dine and Dash for me already?
No.
Oh yeah, I beat that.
Fuda dick.
Just put Food and Dick, yeah. Frey 4 put Food of Balls.
Yeah, we haven't added his. Fuda balls. Fuck, did I not beat anything this?
Well, you guys have been playing like a shit ton of Final Fantasy 14. Like
Yeah, you guys have kind of had to
you guys
slow
have
down
put
for
the-
that.
You guys have put the hours into
exclusively.
the games, but it's that game.
Well, you're collecting all those PS1 games, Schweiss. Just knock out a few of the short ones.
Yeah, fish.
I thought about it. I just haven't done it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right.
But I'm
What was
collecting
the last thing
them.
you had for me before Foodafix?
Trigger.
Okay, so I've also beaten Klonoa 2 and Pokemon Snap.
Oh, that's cute.
Because I finally managed to get my hands on one of the N64 controllers for the Switch.
Oh, that's
They
cool.
finally had them in stock. So because I finally got one of those, I'm like, I guess I'll upgrade my subscription so I get the N64 games.
Yeah. It'd be kind of fun to go back and play Ocarina of Time with that because it's on there.
Yeah, I haven't played that yet. I've been playing a shitload of Mario Kart 64
Nice.
on that thing, but I knew Pokemon Snap is a short one, so I finished that the other day.
So you're a cheap little fuck.
Yeah, dude, he beats like Hentai Mosaic games, which are like maybe 10 minutes.
I still have like 4 of those in the bank that I haven't touched yet.
I have to have purpose with it. But it's hard because if I'm
Also,
gonna
Zach, you're one to talk. Foodafix is like a 3-hour game tops, so
I drug it out because it was boring to me.
yeah.
I'm sure that's exactly why you drug it out.
Nah, dude, my keyboard can only
Did
get
you-
so sticky.
Did you also did you also whip it out?
I don't have to whip it out when it's always out.
Nice. Oh, that's true.
I don't play games with underwear.
You barely have to interact with Foodafix at all to beat it. It has like an auto read feature.
Oh, does it? Fuck!
Yeah.
I mean, most visual novels have an auto read feature, but like Foodafix's is on by default because I was playing it on the Steam Deck, and then like I would like look up at like the computer or the TV or something while I was playing, and it would like go to the next line of dialogue for me,
Oh, that's cool.
even when I turned the speed all the way down. So I, don't know.
I just
That
had
sounds
it
like
right-
a game.
Where I press space bar.
That sounds like a game like Danganronpa was a game.
Danganronpa.
So
actually did
on the
everything
Steam
else
Deck,
in it.
for that at least, the space bar was mapped to the A button, so I could just hit A. But anytime I had to make a choice, I had to like use the mouse cursor and then hit the trigger to click for it. So that was kind of weird, but other than
Yeah.
that, it worked.
You know what? Speaking of the fishing games, though, before we end this, I can still remember the theme song for Action Bass, and I think I last played that game. It was probably about 15 years ago. What happens is a fish gets caught on the line. It says "fish on," and then it's like, "Oh fuck! What is the sound?" Now I forgot it.
So you fucking just lied to
Wow,
all of our
memorable.
listeners.
It's like a little rock ditty that plays.
It's the song. It's the big song from Ghost. That's why you don't remember it.
Yeah. It's that whatever.
You
the
said
popular-
Action Bass, and it just—you've ever seen Shin Chan on
No.
Adult Swim? It just reminds me of Action Bastard.
Yeah, it's like a kid show on there. He's like, I love Action Bastard.
Oh man, what is it? It's like fish on.
Get
it's
your own
like,
bastard belt. It's only 15 proofs of purchase.
Dude, like the early '90s for anime on Adult Swim was amazing because
I don't remember. I was
because
in,
they
like,
just
some
gave
random-
up. Like
I was in some random diner or like a grocery store that had a claw machine with like all the stuffed animals in it, and there was an Action Bastard plush in there, and
Oh,
I
that's
didn't get
amazing.
it, and I probably should have because I imagine that's rare.
one of the best anime of all time is called Ghost Stories, and basically what happened was the American dub for it. They were told they could do whatever they wanted because they're like,
Just as long as they made it
yeah,
sell.
as long as they made it so they could do it, and it is.
So they made like the psychic
terrible.
girl a born again Christian, so she's just
Yeah.
always talking about God and like everyone's sinning.
Yeah.
And it's a hilarious gag dub. Schweiss would fucking love it.
Yeah, like they say, like one of the best lines in is he's like, "You gotta run faster," and he's like running. He's like, "But then a big black man's chasing you." He's like,
Hold
"Ah!"
on,
and he like runs
Hold
away.
on, I have that on the board.
Think of a big black man chasing you!
Yes, they just like gave, yeah. So they were just like they could do whatever they wanted as long as they sell them. Like they literally
There's a-
did whatever
There's
they
a part
wanted.
where the born again Christian girl is talking to the other girl's like little brother, and she's like telling him about like premarital sex, and then the sister is like, God, why don't you just go bomb an abortion clinic? And then the born again Christian girl's like, well, once that nice president stacks the Supreme Court, we won't have to.
Jesus.
It's such an amazingly funny dub. I have the whole thing on DVD.
It's
I'll have to
pretty
show you
funny.
guys sometime.
Yeah, like
Ghost Stories is a
Shin-chan is
fucking
like
trip.
the same where they like say whatever they want, and it's fucking funny.
Yeah, Shin-chan's like a very popular cartoon in Japan. It's basically like their version of Bart Simpson. They just when they brought it over here, they did the same thing. They just made it really, really like raunchy and funny.
I've been forced to watch it with Caleb Craig.
Dude, Shin-chan's funny, dude.
Shin-chan is funny, honestly. You say that like it was a bad thing, but I don't know.
No, I mean-
Shin-chan's charming.
It's just roped in there with other shows I've had to watch with very horrible hosts.
Wow.
Like what?
You're making Caleb Craig cry right now.
No. Caleb Craig. I mean, I did hang out with him like an obnoxious amount of time, so maybe it was just me overstaying my welcome. But there's also like
You would
Got it.
never.
got another friend who, when we were growing up, pretty much like half the time was me just watching him play video games. Caleb Craig, I've
Schweiss
also
is
watched
right
play
here.
video games, and also had him go through Netflix like 9 million times and be like, "Oh, check out this fucking cartoon. This is funny," and then I have to sit there like,
Yeah, I hate when people do that. I remember the theme now. It's a fish on that. Bwee, bwee, bwee. Bwee, 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 bwee. It's like a nice
What a
little
great
metal.
what a great vocal cover by Caleb Schweiss.
Yeah, check
of
it.
The Fish On music from Action.
Man,
Yeah,
Man.
we're
Sound
gonna
of
get-
Music, I'm giving a 10.
We're gonna get copyright stricken on this. We're gonna YouTube's gonna get
so
ripped
accurate.
ripped down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is annoying when people do that though. Like and Craig is a guy that does that. He'll like, hey, check this out, and you're like, or like whenever we have a poker night, it's like no phones, because when the phones come out, then it devolves into, oh, check this out. Oh, look at this.
Look at this meme.
It's an ADHD fest.
He is the one who's always sharing iFunny stuff to the Facebook.
I know,
chat,
and
so
Joe and I are the
that
only
tracks.
two that don't have ADHD, and we just want to play poker. Like, I just want to play poker. That's why it's poker night, not sit around and show each other memes.
Well, here's the thing. Craig is faster with it and is still playing poker.
That's true.
So it's the Cameron,
Cameron can't handle it.
ex-host Cameron. So like Caleb Craig will just show the meme. I'm sorry. This is a visual gag. He's looking at his phone, goes, and then he just like turns his phone over to you for you to laugh.
Yeah.
And you go, haha, yeah, that's funny. And then he looks, and then he still scrolls, and he finds another one. He goes, haha, and then he shows you that one, and then you go, yeah, it's funny, it's funny.
It's good.
I
Cameron,
like how
though,
even
will be
your
like-
laugh is condescending in this context.
Cameron though will be like, he'll be like, oh, have you heard that one song? And then he'll just fucking like pull up the song, or like, oh, have you seen that one video? Like,
Yeah.
we gotta
Okay,
stop
here-
the game for 5 minutes to watch this fucking video.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay, I know he does that because he'll do that when we're playing Halo, but I also do the same thing, so I can't really blame him.
God, yeah.
God.
I just
I'll
want
be
to
like,
play
hey, have
poker.
you heard this song? And then I'll pull up some 10-minute fucking prog rock song no one cares about but me.
Clearly, you have
So-
nothing interesting going on in your life that you could talk about or be entertaining. Just natively,
Yeah.
you have to pull a meme from something. You have to use someone else's sense of humor in replacement of your own.
I just have really good taste in other people's senses of humor. Just because you don't have one doesn't mean that I have to like you know.
And all I wanted was poker. That's it. Like, poker, some beers, maybe some cigars.
Some good conversation.
Schweiss is just sitting across the table in his underwear. He's like, "Come on, fucking."
This is strip poker.
Put the phone away. I'm
already
cold.
down to my skivvies.
Yeah.
I'm cold. Let's get this over with. Fuck.
Dude, I haven't had
Yeah.
a poker night in so long.
We should do one.
Red Eric says like a bunch of damn high school girls. Yeah, Joe's a little gossip queen, you might say.
And a
It
size
is-
queen.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Size queen.
not gonna lie. I do love gossiping about people.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's a bad
I
habit.
like gossiping. I like gossiping about people too.
It's a
I just
really
don't
bad habit.
We don't have any mutuals that I can gossip about.
I just trash on people, and I'll do it publicly in a podcast.
Yeah, where one of the ex-host wives does listen to the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Which one?
I too.
She continues to listen
Wait.
to it.
There's only one option.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's the one that's married?
Yeah.
That's the one whose wife? Oh,
Hey, your
fuck.
wife definitely doesn't give a fuck what you do. Like,
She used to listen, I think.
She did.
and then she
does
married him, and she
sometimes.
doesn't have to anymore.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to
most of-
pretend.
She hears me form most of these things I say
Mm.
slowly over time.
She's there every time your psyche breaks a little bit more.
Yeah,
It's understandable.
Well, it's not like there's anything Caleb Craig hasn't heard me say to him.
that's true.
So
We do love Craig, but this does happen. Don't play
Cameron,
poker.
fuck him though.
She really listens to our podcast?
Yeah, she likes it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she likes it.
Well, I can't get my wife to listen to that podcast. No one. Nobody
and
gives a
I've-
fuck what
and
I do
I've-
here.
And see, and I've told
No
my
one.
girlfriend to not listen to the podcast.
Would you really want your wife listening to this? Honestly,
Yeah, I do. I want more.
Why?
Downloads.
I like listening to that
Download.
podcast.
If I
Kidding?
can't convince her, the person I put my penis inside of on occasion, who can I convince?
the other
If you
people,
want to
other
convince your
people-
wife to listen to this podcast, look.
But-
if you want to convince your wife to listen to this podcast, Schweiss, we have to rebrand to a true crime podcast.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, those are
I
some-
know.
And it's like she does that, and then she freaks out about the kids being outside alone, or the baby. I'm like, come on, he's fine.
Like,
He's a
if-
baby.
Yeah, only one person's gonna kidnap him.
Let him wander. He's fine. Fuck.
If the leftists are worried about comedy podcasts like radicalizing dudes to be like right wing, then we need to worry about true crime podcasts radicalizing women into being like paranoid schizophrenics.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like maybe
Do
you
they
should
eat that shit
stop.
up?
Maybe you should stop with the crime podcast because you're so paranoid. Because all you listen to is the bad shit. It's like the news. It's like all you see is the murders. You
I don't
see the
think
good
women should
stuff.
stop listening to true crime podcasts. If they like that shit, go right ahead. You just admit that there's a problem. I admit there's a problem with the number of comedy podcasts I listen to. But
mean,
I'm not going to
Well,
stop.
the problem
doing
is,
it.
is you're not funny.
It's.
That's
But my wife's also not a criminal. She's
Yet.
not committing murder.
yet.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I'm not
You are
committing comedy,
one.
so-
You are one cunt away from your wife just grappling you and hitting you in the face.
I mean,
I was wondering where that sentence was going.
one
by the way.
cunt. One cunt.
You are one
Caleb
cunt
Schweiss's
away.
arm was found dangling out of a bathtub filled with formaldehyde
Yeah.
in the basement.
I
Why would
might.
it be formaldehyde? Why is she keeping his body okay?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck weird shit she's into.
It's funny though because I give her shit about that, but then I'll listen to like podcasts that are about like communist Russia and like all this stuff. But like I think the bigger
And then
scale,
but you're paranoid about that too.
Yeah, bigger scale, but yeah, that's true. by the
She's
way.
like big scale, like a lot of people dying. I'll listen to that stuff and be like fascinated, be like, oh man, because I like to get into the heads of the people and be like, I don't know, what could make me do this,
Zach, the
Like
main difference is that like when a serial
just
killer pops
decide to
up,
do
like
it,
maybe 15 people die tops, but like when communism pops up, millions do. So it's
I
kind
mean,
of a bigger
capitalism's
deal.
been the same way, so let's not pretend that anything is different in anything.
That's actually true.
So
In its
I'm just
own
sick of
special
working.
way.
I'm just sick of working so much.
I mean,
I'm just sick of working.
I just want to have a good life.
yeah.
It is different. Here's the big difference is that the communism people will kill their own people. Capitalism people will go out because like the British Empire, as was explained to me, was a capitalist empire. So it would be these private enterprises would go and take over, and then that would become British territory. It wasn't actually the British like monarchy going out and seeking out land. It was actually
Yeah.
capitalist
The good old days.
Yeah, I can't even think right now.
I mean, but what don't the British fuck up? They got their teeth. They lost America.
They made my
The
fucking audio
alphabet.
interface that's not working. I looked up the company. They're a British company.
What don't they fuck up? Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. But anyway,
Their own
so
territory.
Zach's not wrong saying that, but it is more
There
complicated.
are faults with capitalism, but I love my Steam Deck, so not that bad.
I love all those little Chinese children who help put the
Yeah.
buttons on there.
Now, here's the
Thank
problem.
you.
Hey, by the way, saying there's something wrong with capitalism does not equate to
Yeah.
communism is the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
and
yes.
also,
very much so,
am I a
yes.
big fan of capitalism right
Definitely
now?
not.
No, but am I making money off it? Yes.
Yes.
So,
Also, Zach, those Chinese kids did a really good job putting my Steam Deck together, okay?
Dude,
you
so-
know what? China, okay in my book sometimes.
okay in my book sometimes.
They should do like the Hollywood thing where like when they finish building it, they like melt the plastic a little and they put their handprint on it so you can see like the tiny kid's hand.
It's like Xinjiang.
Nice.
And you're like, ah.
They signed the
Made
little
with
circuit
care
board. It just
by-
says,
Hollywood
I open
star.
up the Steam Deck and the circuit board inside. There's just like on the one chip, it just has like scrawled, "Please help us."
Yeah.
God damn.
But it's in Chinese. You're like, what the hell?
yeah,
what's
so
all
I
these,
can't read it.
What's all these
It's like,
scratches on the back of the
It's like,
Steam Deck?
idiot. It's going to America.
Oh, that's so cute. They wrote "Ching Chong Bing Bong" in my Steam Deck.
What? I've lost this.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm barely hanging on, Joe. Don't worry, it's fine.
Don't worry, I'll be the true champion of capitalism here.
That's true.
As I buy every PlayStation 1 game.
One of the guys, one of my buddies from work, his boyfriend is like really far left, and they got me to buy PS5s for him. And I was like, "Hey, make sure you tell him that capitalism wins again."
You're such a dick.
When we went to Oktoberfest together, afterwards, he told my friend that he's like, "Your libertarian buddy was very difficult today."
It's very difficult.
And I was like, I was difficult. He was telling me that we're still racist because we tip people. And I was like, guess what? I try not to.
I am racist and I don't tip people.
And I'm cheap.
Guess what? I'm both.
Wait,
So wrong.
so how is racism? Or how is tipping
He
racist?
tried to explain it, and I was like,
I don't think I think not paying them a living wage is horse shit. Because like in England
For full-time work,
yeah,
yeah.
for full time work, like all of their like people that do like the restaurants and stuff are paid like a living like regular wage, and then you don't tip because they are able to.
Yeah, you just pay
live.
more, which you would pay anyway. if you
Yeah,
were
so
tipping.
it's like why
it's
not?
a stupid fucking system
I agree,
we
dude.
have
Like
here.
tipping is stupid, dude, because they shouldn't have to worry about
A
it. And
tip
plus-
should be above and beyond.
It makes it corrupt, by the way, because
Yeah.
it's not like rule of law with the pricing. It's some other like.
This
shit
conversation is
on the
hilarious
side.
for the video people who are seeing my shirt right now that just says, "I'm not racist anymore."
Yeah. We fixed him.
Yeah. That's what New Clan does.
I mean, I am
Opens hearts
racist
and
when it
minds.
comes to tipping. When I see a black lady,
adulting.
I give her a big old tip. When I see a white woman, I laugh in her fucking face and I throw hot coffee on it.
There you go. You heard it straight from
Okay,
him.
well,
He's
that's a
reformed.
good place to end, right?
Reformed. Speaking of ending,
This is the last episode. I'm just kidding.
No.
yeah.
The
We're
show's over.
Last time we did that happened for a month. No, but I do have a winner for the June.
Winner, chicken dinner. It's only August.
So, Douglas Hopkins, congratulations. You have won the ability to take one of our games.
Big dick boy, big dick boy.
Man.
And then I also did one for July.
Yeah, July.
And our very own Fringe Philosopher. You
Big
have
dick
won.
boy, big dick boy, big dick boy.
And next
I need
episode.
to get a drum roll sound effect on here so Joe can stop doing that. But the closest thing I have is this. So I have to just do this.
Oh, that kind of works. You just gotta not let up ever. Yeah, so I'll have one more probably next episode, and we'll be caught up on everything. But thank you guys so much
It
for
only
your
took 3 years.
for your patronage, and thank you also to Charlie Rudy, Fringe Philosopher, Riathmus, Jake Julian, Lania Gose, Alex Rads, Bluefire 218060, Chase Ariaslani, Douglas Hopkins, President, Jared Litch, Sean Costigan, Shuffman89, Susan Barnsley, Yaksha, James Dorsey, Jim Lee, Lucas Oriento, Marco, Ryan McPherson, and Tyler Soros Rex. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for tossing a coin to your podcasters. Now the rest of you cheap fucks,
And if you hadn't,
toss the coins to your podcasters.
Yeah.
because we want to have good equipment for you to listen to us.
if you didn't hear your name, it's because you're a piece of shit, which can easily be remedied. By going
If you
to
toss a
patreon.com.
coin to your podcaster at patreon.com/NudeClanGaming, you too could eventually win a raffle and earn a copy of Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
a game
Yeah.
everyone's wanted.
We have a couple copies of that, I think, still
God,
left.
Make them burn.
Imagine my shock. Hey, did you see Digimon Survive came out, by the way?
No.
I did, and I almost responded in vile fashion on Twitter about it. Someone's like, I don't know why the reviews are all so bad about it. And I was like, well, when I saw Digimon, I already knew it sucked. So I don't know what you see when you see that word, but I see shit.
I see red.
I see Redamon, and then I get horny. So
I see
I'm
she's-
Redamon. I'm Redamon to come on those tits.
I see 50. I see 50 hours of the most boring RPG content there could possibly be.
You've played Final Fantasy. Shut up. No,
I don't know what kind of game Digimon Survive is. I've seen like visual novel bits
Here's
of
the
it, but I
thing.
think it might be like a strategy RPG, like Final Fantasy Tactics. So
That's even less for Joe than the other one.
yeah,
I've played every Final Fantasy, Zach. Every. Except for one, I guess. There's a new one.
And we haven't finished Endwalker.
But here's the deal. That does actually give me a lot of ground to stand on.
lot
I
of
think when
sadness?
I'm going to let's say compare to another JRPG.
I'm sorry.
Digimon Survive is a strategy RPG like FFT. By the way, I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
So
FF
Joe's gonna love it.
Yeah.
you can follow the show when we do the
Live streams.
we already said that.
When we do the mouth scat noises.
Twitch.tv/NudeClan Gaming. Twitter @NudeClan Podcast. That's for the polls, by the way.
Oh yes, my poll.
You can follow me on Instagram. While I still have an Instagram, I'll probably be on there for another year.
Oh, I thought you liked Instagram.
Until he posts the nudes finally.
At Joseph Igolier. No, I'm gonna delete all social media after the next movie comes out. I'm gonna
It's a smart
be done.
move.
I'm
Are you
gonna be
done with
it.
movies? Is
No, I'm
No,
done
he's
with
done with
social
looking
media.
bad.
What about for the shows?
Looking bad.
Because I feel like we should do more on social media for the shows.
But
that doesn't mean we have to
no,
be
at
on.
Nude Clan Podcast can stay there as long as it doesn't reply to shit. And
I don't think it does.
You did.
you did.
I did?
Yeah, remember when the
Yeah.
remember
I'm not
our
blaming you.
engaged
We all
debacle?
replied to shit.
Oh,
We
the
all-
guy.
Yeah.
But I was being the nicest out of everyone,
Anyway.
so we are on the same page.
Anyway.
The thing. I guess it's not a guy per se. I'd hate to assign certain.
It's just safer to go with the they them pronouns, honestly.
look. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
It's what would it be?
Done with that.
It's-
Moving on. Done with that. Moving on.
Oh, okay.
Them's bullshit.
Where could you?
Where-
Where can they find you, Zach?
And where are you at?
You can find me at B Grixis on Twitter if you like porn. On Instagram if you want to see what I do with my daily life.
You do Instagram?
I post like paintings sometimes.
Instagram is way
Oh.
better than Twitter.
I kind of think Instagram's
I-
gay. It's not as gay as like. So when I think of the gay ones, I think of TikTok as probably
Well,
the.
Grinder should probably be your first one.
Well, Grinder's super gay. Like
That's
that's
also
actually
social media. That's a dating.
and
platform.
Reddit,
That's a different
Reddit's
thing.
on there. Reddit should be pretty
Reddit
low
is
on
the
there.
gayest social media, like bar none.
No, see, what I wish Instagram would do is just go back to be mostly pictures and not trying to be a hybrid of TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the reels, dude. Like, I just wish I'd go back to pictures.
I've definitely seen some funny ones that have made me like.
There have been funny ones, but then there's other things.
There's
too.
funny
Yeah.
TikToks too, but that doesn't give it justice.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's okay.
Because China thinks they can do whatever they
China.
want.
I wait,
They
for,
kinda
I wait for
do.
people to find the funny TikToks and then post them on YouTube in like big compilations. I'm not downloading TikTok, so
Yeah. There's not porn on there, so there's no point.
I think there is.
I don't know,
on TikTok.
man. If you got,
There's
I don't
just
know
I
people
where-
mean, I've seen
dancing.
like yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen like titties, but not like out titties. So like you get close.
yeah,
to
there's
the
like nips through the
yeah,
shirt.
You get close to the threshold.
I swear there's a way
I
to
could
do
go to
porn on
Walmart and
TikTok,
see
or at least I've seen videos that would lead me to believe that, but what the fuck do I know?
Yeah. No. So it goes. Snapchat's probably the. I'm not talking actually gay. I'm talking lame gay. Like this is high
Does
school.
anyone still use Snapchat?
I don't know, but that
I
one
used to when I was getting titty pics.
I'm most
Well,
averted.
yeah, Snapchat was like big 10 years ago, but
I have the biggest aversion to that one. No, TikTok and then Snapchat. Because TikTok, every ad I ever see irritates the fuck out of me from TikTok. Like every time, I'm like, oh my god, creativity.
How about the fucking like?
no,
robot
the
voice?
worst one is that guy in the
Oh,
in
the
woods
fucking
with
robot
beard.
voice thing? Oh, shut up. Yeah, it's like it's just a site where one person does something and then everyone like gets in line and they're like me, and they do the same thing. They're like fucking clones. They're like, "Oh, isn't this so funny?" Like, yeah, maybe the first time, but not when everybody else does the same fucking thing. It's like some dance move with the song.
Check
like,
it out. Look, I can lip sync with this song.
Yeah.
Look
I
how
thought that
hot
was the
I
original
am.
point. I thought that was the original point of TikTok because I
Look
remember
how hot
like,
I am with this gross filter that's clearly fake. Like what
I
the
remember.
fuck?
I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, a friend of mine was showing me some app called Musically, which I think
That's
either
what turned into
TikTok
TikTok.
bought or
It turned into
What?
TikTok.
yeah, but it, like
Song.
literally the whole point of that app was just you lip syncing to songs. And I said to this guy, I'm like, this is like the gayest thing I've ever seen, dude. Like you're trying to sell me on this,
Fucking
like.
stupid.
Yeah, it's annoying.
You know, some people just aren't talented, and they need to feel like they're talented for a second. Look at me.
Yeah,
I'm
some
singing to
people
the song in a video.
Some people just need to make 2 mediocre movies.
Oh, I thought you were saying look at me, and I was like, that's a little harsh, but I'm looking.
No, but the worst TikTok ad I've ever seen. It pops up on Twitter or on YouTube all the fucking time. Is the one where it's like the guy in the woods and he like takes a sip of like a drink and like chops a piece of wood and he's like on the ground with like a tiny microphone. He just whispers, "Discover satisfaction." And it's like every time I see that, I never want to use this platform ever. I hate that fucking ad. It's so gross. It's so weird.
There was one where it was
Isn't
like,
that how it feels like to chew 5 gum though?
yeah.
Yeah, but this guy's like up against like a
Isn't even
tiny
still a
microphone
thing?
on the ground.
They
He's
all
like one of
do
those
that.
weird. He's one of those weird like beta males with like a big beard and wears like plaid, like he's trying to be a man, but
just
you
say
can clearly
beta
tell
male?
he gets
What the
pegged by his wife.
fuck?
I know.
He's clearly a gamma. Come on. Is gamma like C or what?
I have no fucking clue.
That fucking beta male, alpha male thing that
Bullshit.
people do.
I only know alpha, beta, and sigma male. That's it.
It's so fucking. It's like this, like weird. They're like grouped in with like these like people who have sworn off women who have also like.
It's the same dudes that eat their own cum.
Yeah,
Like
I swear
honestly.
to God, like who the fuck is saying beta male, alpha male? We all know that it just depends on the context, like who's in charge.
I'm just using it as a catch-all to describe the
It's
kind
so
of person that like tries to
It's
appear
not a
outwardly.
dude. It's the people. It's like that one dude.
It's a real beta thing to say.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying
Tell me
is
about
that
it, Schweiss.
there's dudes that try
You're
to be
right,
like
you're
outward
right.
masculine. Like, do
You know
remember that-
me. You know me. I'm always diminutive to every male in my life.
Yeah.
I bow my head
You
down.
know
I
your
am a-
place.
I know my place as a beta male. Clearly.
Oh my God! It's all
No.
making sense.
When I use beta male in that context, I'm trying to like refer to.
Oh, let me
the
make
kind of
sure
guys
I
that
get my chair shorter.
Yeah,
than
there you
Schweiss.
go.
I don't want to be taller than anyone
It
on
was
stream.
already shorter. I'm just slouching. Now you are the
talking
healer.
about-
Look, you chose the healer class in 14.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a beta move.
Oh my God.
It's a
And
beta
sure,
move.
you look like a train conductor for far less time than I did.
Oh my God.
But now I
I'm
have
talking
a
about,
now I have
I'm
a
talking about
turban.
the kind
So
of men
Fucking
that
like-
try to appear outwardly masculine, but like on the inside they're women.
You
like,
live
do
in
remember
Cedar
that-
City. Beta move. No, just
Do you remember like a few months ago there was that like he was like a radio host that was like bald and had like a big beard but with like a black stripe in the middle and it was like gray on either side. And then like some woman said something to him on a podcast and he like got like actually offended on it and he said like, yeah, fuck you, genuinely. And it's like, okay, what dude, like what are you doing? Like calm down. Like
I have
That's
no
what I
idea
mean.
what you're talking
Yeah, I don't know
about.
what you're talking about.
exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would.
What's a
but
podcast?
Dr. Roxdale will probably be like, it was this guy. But yeah, that's what I mean.
Dr. Oxu is kind of like our.
He is the
and
doctor.
he's actually our PhD person that we talk to constantly because he knows everything.
I'm wondering if
yeah,
a
he
person,
knows everything about me.
if a person, because I've seen him online.
And the size
I-
of my prostate.
I listened to a Michaela Peterson podcast, talking to like this fucking crazy guy on the other end, who was into all this shit.
Right.
That was like into all this like alpha male. This is what women should do. These are men swearing off women or whatever. It's like this really disgusting part of the internet culture. And I was just like thinking like, okay, so clearly he thinks he's an alpha male, but I don't think he's an alpha male. When I'm listening to him, like, I don't think you'd be treated with respect in a group of men. that have
that's a
like
big
their like head on their shoulders. I'm wondering if people who are obsessed with alpha and beta male, that thing, are all just beta
Well,
males.
like as well, they're
Yeah,
definitely not.
They
getting
definitely
pussy.
are.
'Cause,
Like, I'm
like,
not obsessed
that's
with that
what
shit.
it
I
would
was just
take.
like, I was just trying to justify my use of that term to be like,
I don't know.
yeah, I was just using it as
You
like a
said
funny
it and
little-
it triggered me, and I'm like, what kind of
Right.
fucking
Like a
the people that
liberal
actually-
snowflake.
The people that do perceive themselves to
Yeah,
be like
I'm a
alpha
liberal
males and try to be
snowflake.
like outwardly fucking masculine are definitely like the most insecure motherfuckers on the planet.
That's
There's
what-
no
yeah.
doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Like
not
if you have to project that fucking hard, there's something wrong with you. Like
Yeah.
you clearly
and the thing
lack
that's
some
wrong
sort
with
of-
you is probably erectile dysfunction.
I mean, this all sounds like beta
Probably.
talk.
yeah.
from the person that watches
Well,
from the closet.
I think the other thing I've seen, it was that fucking Adam.
Even the cuck is telling you you're a beta.
Who's that fucking that guy who like was correcting people? It was like a comedy bit on College Humor. His name's Adam. Adam something.
yeah, I know who you're talking
The
about.
blonde guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ruins everything.
Yeah, He talked about alpha and beta male on a clip on the Joe Rogan podcast I saw a few years ago, and he was saying it didn't exist, and Joe Rogan was like, "Yeah, it does exist." I actually disagree with Joe Rogan on that. That's like, well, one time I'll agree with the Adam guy on that.
Yeah, I was like, every video I've ever saw of his, I'm like, nah, that's stupid.
No, because like
You're a dumbass.
Someone needs to do.
You're a less fat James Corden, and you can shut the fuck up.
Someone correcting Adam ruins everything, right? It was someone ruins Adam ruins everything. That
It should be
that needs to
someone
be a thing.
fixes everything.
Someone fixes everything. I don't know. I just think it's like one of those situations. Like as a man, right? You're sometimes in the, I guess, the alpha role, and then sometimes you're not in the alpha role. I would call
If
that
you're a-
like
if you're a
you
man and
necessarily
you're
being a
like-
beta male because like you are putting off different vibes than what would be expected as a leader in a pack. Like it's such a bizarre, stupid fucking thing, and it doesn't make any sense because like the idea is that there are beta males and alpha males. I'm not saying that some people are leaders and some people are followers because I think that's the case.
Yeah.
And
it
in a
is.
group of men, that would be the case. And I guess you would say the alpha of a pack is the one who leads, right? And
Yeah.
Sure, that exists, but it's not overarching. It's not like there are beta males and alpha males. There are groups, and in those groups, people act differently. People are not the same in every situation that they go into. So the idea that like someone's a beta male and that's what they are because they have certain attitudes or whatever, I think it's bullshit. Absolute
you can call
fucking
me
bullshit.
You can call me whatever you want as long as I don't have to choose where we go eat for dinner. Like honestly,
My argument is that if you're a man and you are overly worried about how like your outward appearance is to other people, you're female brained. Like guys that are
I
like
care.
overly
You're stupid.
I
Guys
care.
that are naturally masculine don't have to brag about it. They just do that. and
yeah,
then
we just
it's
grow
fine.
beards. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You've never felt
It's
insecure.
a
A4?
mindset sort of thing. To
I don't
me,
think
but-
A4's
I
autistic
think
brain
what you're
makes sense.
suggesting is that
True.
alpha males don't think of themselves. They don't think. That's what you're suggesting in that case.
What
They
I'm,
don't
no,
think
yeah, what I'm
about how
saying is
they-
like if you're a true
they have no,
alpha male, you don't have to overly think about it. You just do the manly shit, and it's not like a fucking giant
Yeah,
deal to you. It's
that
just like this is
person
how I am.
exists.
I think we're finding more about Joe than we needed to.
I
All
don't
this
think that-
sounds like is beta talk. Is betas aspiring to be alphas. That's all
Mm.
I'm hearing right now.
One day you'll grow up, Joe, to be an alpha male.
It's all right.
I'm
I'm a Zeta. Okay, that means I
clearly, yeah.
don't exist. I don't know.
It is all stupid
It
though,
is so.
Yeah.
because it does depend. Like
Simplistic.
Being alphabet's stupid.
It's simplistic and dumb as
fuck
shit.
the Greeks. Half of them were gay anyway.
Fuck the Greeks. They were bi.
You could fuck about any one of them you wanted though. I guess
That's probably one of the best.
Fuck the
lines
Greeks.
from
They invented
300.
pedophilia.
Yeah, the Romans were better anyway. They just took all their shit and were like, man, we're
They were
gonna
better until they
mix
weren't.
it up. Yeah, Rome still exists, kinda.
Hey,
Sorta.
I got a question for you, Schweiss. Why is
Yeah.
there a suitcase by your door?
Getting out of here.
Yeah, we're leaving.
He's going Sigma. He's going MGTOW.
Yeah,
I just
Sigma's the alpha of the alpha. Is that right?
No, Sigma's like they don't care about women or whatever. I think anyway.
What?
they're the vegetable man.
which was okay. Here's the thing, which is weird because wouldn't you think human nature would be to copulate and and bring on the next generation. And then you have these guys who are like, I'm too good for that, which means I'm better than you. And it's like, no.
But it's also like not, I don't know. There's so many aspects to humankind and human relations.
Right. No,
Really?
no, it's
To,
deeper than that.
to
It really
put like
is.
an alpha male doesn't think about where they are. It's like, maybe an ass.
Look, I don't follow any of these Oz. I don't follow alphas, betas. So I'm not ingrained in this world. My worldview is that Alex Jones clip where he's like, I'm a man, I hunt, I eat, I fuck, and I'm coming. Whatever he says in that
I
clip.
wonder. I wonder how that's
hope it's
working.
that.
I wonder how that's working for him right now.
Yeah.
That he's owing all these people money because of the Sandy Hook trials.
Yeah.
I don't even want to fucking get into that shit, dude.
Also, I was just asking because I didn't know if like Alex was like one word away from grabbing a suitcase and leaving. I didn't know if that was
Oh
just
no.
a warning to
She
you.
just hasn't put her suitcase away from when she went on vacation.
Oh,
Like
well, I
3
mean,
months ago.
she's pregnant, so you should probably help her out. With that.
It was her
I
vacation.
got action bass to play. I
Yeah.
can't be putting
Schweiss is an alpha male.
suitcases.
Okay.
I can't be putting suitcases away from
Alright.
women.
Schweiss is an alpha male. Don't. Yeah. He doesn't have to listen.
I
to
only have
anyone.
sons, you know. My body naturally culls out the weak female sperm. Only upgrades.
I
from
hope
this.
every child you've born is gay.
That would be tragic. It kind of would. I mean, like, no.
No, I mean,
offense.
it would. It's just, that was such a genuine answer.
yeah. No grandkids. All just gay.
Like, it just occurred to you now. You're like, oh, fuck. All my sons could end up being, like, trans or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Great.
much control over that you have, Schweiss.
Well, as much as
Be
I can
honest.
muster.
How many belts do you own?
Jesus Christ.
That just opens up kinks.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
just-
that's true.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
and
thank
talk
you
about
guys.
some video games.
If you don't like Patreon,
week.
if you don't like Patreon, how they tax or how they do whatever, because some people bitch and moan and
You can just send it straight to my Venmo.
cry tears.
I'll
Yeah,
take
we have links of other manners. If you guys want to just throw us like $20 or something, there's a fucking
Assuming
there's a PayPal.
link in the episode description.
Yeah, assuming that the fucking episode description doesn't just
Schweiss,
disappear.
I have never had a single problem. I've been putting out episodes constantly for my work, and I've never had a problem with the thing.
I think I know what it is. I think it gets rid of it if I add it after changing the name of the episode. Because last time I released it right away, and it still didn't have one. So I think I need to change the name of the episode, because you know when you add the file, it like fucks up the name. It'll like change it to whatever you have the
Yeah,
MP3
step
file.
1 is add the file. Step 2 is put,
Change the name of the file.
yeah. You could probably ask their
Step
support.
3,
but-
add.
I don't. It
description.
used to not do this though. It would never do this before. I would be able to schedule it. I'd have my little like thing, and now it's all fucked up. But yeah,
I mean, my audio interface used to also not randomly disconnect.
Yeah, we've been
so
having
I
a
guess
lot of
we're all just
problems
running
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But that's why we need your support. So
Yeah.
but yeah, hang out with us on Twitch. Do all the stuff. Check out the other shows.
Hang us.
Hang us with the belts that I'm gonna whip my kids with. Until next time, guys. Live always in the nude.
We're your alpha males.
Walk with your Sigma male status held high. With your
Ah,
bad dragon dildo held high. Sorry.
Fuck me.